This is Frankly Speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves and please receive Muyiwa Afolabi, your practical career success coach. Enjoy.
Babe, hello? Hello? Can you hear me clearly? Oh, this network.
You really should get yourself an MTN line. You never know when you might need to travel, and you need to be reachable at all times.
MTN? Why? I had an MTN line before, and I wasn't feeling the service, I beg.
Calm down. Things have changed too. I was just like you. In fact, I ported and came back. Here's my phone. Call her back.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you very clearly now. Wait, why don't I have this your number?
It's not like
so
that.
You've been keeping secret from me, Abi?
No,
I can hear somebody moving around. Who did you travel with? Who is she?
Better calls and data. Better service. Better value. Choose the network that never stops upgrading to serve you better. Text PORT to 3232.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all. Hope you're doing great this morning. Welcome to Frankly Speaking, your favorite business and career mindset talk show on radio. My name is Muyiwa Afolabi. It's a pleasure to share time with you again this morning. Today, I want to focus on your ability to bounce back from anything. So this one I have titled, You Can Bounce Back. You can bounce back. I want to share a true story with you this morning about a friend who's really inspired me in consideration of her inner strength, psychological and emotional stamina, and gracefulness. She's just a wonderful young woman. Susan, as I like to call her this morning, got married at 24 to her husband, who was 15 years older. She studied business management at one of the federal polytechnics and got married immediately after her final exams. She got pregnant with her first child during her one-year NYSC program just after the marriage. Her husband, a general manager sales, was doing very well as an employee in a leading multinational in Nigeria. He did well to provide all the essential needs for his family, and based on his hard work, dedication, and skills in sales, he was rising pretty fast and enjoying his career. As a salesman, he was mostly on the road, traveling all over the country to different regions and markets to ensure their brands were doing well across the nation. Susan agreed to her husband's counsel not to take on any employment yet until she was done having her children. Then she would be able to focus squarely on her career without much maternity distractions. Susan felt she was still young anyways and had time, so she agreed. When Susan turned 29, she had her third and last child. Hence, she began to plan on how to secure a good employment and start pursuing her career. While at it, tragedy suddenly struck. Her husband went on field visit as usual to a distant part of the country, but never returned alive. He died in a car crash. Susan, left with 3 children, no job, no income, no experience, buried her husband. She was a widow at just 29. Her husband's relatives weren't so kind to her. They took over all the properties her husband left behind, and at a family meeting agreed to collectively send money to an account for Susan to draw from to take care of herself and their brother's 3 kids. This promise they never kept. Susan, after several months of loneliness, grief, mourning, depression, self-pity, anger, complaints, fights, and arguments, finally gave up any hope of help or support from her late husband's family. Subsequently, a secondary school classmate assisted her, and she enrolled in a computer school to at least become familiar again with the use of computer applications and become employable. Her parents weren't of much help. They weren't so rich, and they had her 4 younger siblings to still cater for, feeding them and paying fees at the university. Being a very beautiful lady, she had several men show up with all kinds of offer of help and assist, but she refused their help or assistance as terms and conditions applied. Susan had a rough time but was determined to fix her life by herself. When she concluded her computer program, she got financial help from this old schoolmate and purchased an old laptop from the owner of the computer school, and she came up with an idea. She opened a social media account and began to sell online things she really didn't have but knew where to buy and supply. With focus, passion, dedication, respect for her customers, and determination to survive, her business began to grow. Fast forward, Susan is one of the most successful small business owners in Lagos today. Her sales figures daily run into tens of millions, selling mother care products, beauty products, imports and distribution of female shoes, bags, accessories and hair extensions. She's bought a duplex in the prestigious neighborhood in Victoria Island, and her 3 children attend one of the best schools in Lagos. Susan today is an employer of labor with almost 30 employees in her payroll every month. And now in her late 30s, she's fully recovered from the tragedy of her husband's demise. Her state of lack, depression, frustration, and hopelessness all gone. She did not compromise herself, her values, principles, and self-respect to earn gender favors. She planned, she labored, she studied, she strategized, and with diligence became victorious in less than a decade. Today, her late husband's relatives, especially her mother-in-law, come to visit every now and again under the pretext of checking on the grandchildren and shamelessly request for personal financial favors. A few weeks ago, I was in conversation with Susan, and she needed my opinion and counsel on a fantastic gentleman who wants to marry her. She's a bit skeptical, and she needed me to help her psychologically give a positive consideration to a life of submission to a man in the name of marriage after her tragic experience in her last marriage. Susan bounced back. She recovered well.
Life is more beautiful when you allow yourself to appreciate the little things, the little things. Every day's more complete when you can enjoy the simple things, the simple things. A little more convenience can go a long, long way. You'll be amazed how much time you save when you leave the star 904 hash and light. Star 904 hash. Oh yeah, upgrade to sharp, sharp, recharge like pam, 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 pam. Star 904 hash. Wherever you are to reload is easy like pam, 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 pam. Star 904 hash. Dials down star 904 star. The amount you want to recharge and hash. And with one single dial you recharge like pam, 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 pam.
Buy airtime instantly, directly from your bank account. Simply dial star 904 star, the amount of airtime you want, and hash.
Ladies and gentlemen, I may not know exactly what you're going through or what you may have been through. You may have suffered a similar tragedy or even something worse than what Susan suffered. But I want you to know this morning that no matter how bad things are right now, you can come out and you are coming out. The hurt, the tragedy, the disappointment, the loss, the setback is only temporary, as all things in life are for a reason and for a season, and shall definitely come and pass. Perhaps it's time to take counsel in yourself and decide to lift yourself out of the ashes of despair, regret, and self-pity. Maybe it's time to let go of all those who hurt you, messed you up, disgraced you, uncovered you, and brought you down. Maybe it's time you draw on your powerful inner self to overcome your crisis and chaos in life. Maybe the help you're desperately seeking out there is right within you if you only choose to look inward. Perhaps it's time you quit the blame game and begin to harness all that you have left and can still use to raise yourself up and bring back great glory into your life. You may have been oppressed, used, abused, cheated, disgraced, embarrassed, and relegated, but your attitude towards the situation and your determination to win will make that big difference in your life. There is a king in you. There is a champion in you. Within you are great prospects, potentials, and possibilities. You carry great talents and ideas that can definitely shock the world. It's time to arise from your desolate place. Pull out your tent pegs and get ready to move forward. That very thing you're afraid of is probably even more afraid of you. The mountain that seemed to be in your way may just be a mirage, totally unreal. I guarantee there are great possibilities within you if you only look inwards. You are unlimited, unstoppable, unmitigatable, and inexorable. There is power within you. Your world has no choice but to bow to you. If you will this morning choose to unleash great ideas, deep thinking, think far and think wide, you will bring forth that fantastic brainchild. Every problem has a solution, even yours. Being overwhelmed is just a state of your mind. There is nothing you can't overcome and subdue if you choose. You're created, fashioned, and designed for success and greatness. It's time for your recovery. It's time for you to bounce back. It's time for you to burst forth in a new dimension. It's time for an upward trajectory in your well-being, your relationship, your marriage, your career, your business, and financial health. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me introduce you this morning to a brand new successful you. You are back in glory, success, greatness, and uncommon accomplishment. Welcome to the beginning of the best days of your life. Mastering the art of recovery is tomorrow. Frankly Speaking Live for September comes up tomorrow. Yes, we fail. Yes, we fall. Yes, we make costly mistakes, experience defeat, and go down now and again. But we can recover and recover fully. If you've made costly mistakes based on passion for something, someone, a love affair, a marriage, a business, a career, an investment or venture, and sadly got your hands burned, if friends have messed you up, people have disgraced you, embarrassed you, and have harassed you, I don't know how to bounce back fully. But there tomorrow for answers that will definitely bring you out of defeat, denial, and distress. There are 10 steps to total recovery from any situation in life. Come learn these principles tomorrow and recover fast and fully. You deserve it. Be there tomorrow. It's to start the greatest days of your life. Venue is the Protea Hotel, Isaac John Street, Ikeja GRA, Lagos. Time is 10 a.m. prompt. Registration fee is just 10,000 naira. To register, simply call 0706 349 6599. 0706 349 6599. Till I come your way again, same time, same station next week for another inspiring episode of your favorite talk show. My name is Muyiwa Afolabi. Please enjoy your day.
How do I migrate from this plan now? *5 star. No, that's not it. I think it's *5 hash. No, that's not it. I remember now. I will remember. 5*5 Wendy. You know this thing now. You know it. Oh gosh. Maybe I should just call customer care or something.
No need to call customer care or rack your brain for short codes. Just download My MTN app for all the answers you need. My MTN app allows easy plan migration, buying of airtime and data, loading of over-scratched recharge cards, and so much more. Simply text My MTN to 5018 to get a download link via SMS or download from the Google Play Store or App Store.
Frankly Speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi, a production of Frontiers International Services Limited, is proudly brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go.